Good morning. I'm M. Yogita. Currently, now I'm pursuing second year BTech second semester from CSM department. My topic is JDBC architecture from object oriented programming through Java. What is JDBC? Java Database Connectivity is an API in Java that allows applications to interact with the relational databases. It provides a standard interface executing SQL queries and managing database connections. Before it was created, we utilized the ODBC API database to connect to the databases and run queries against it. The ODBC API, on the other hand, uses the ODBC drive in C. Furthermore, it is platform dependent and unprotected. This is why we created the JDBC API, which uses JDBC drivers and is written in the Java programming language. Design of JDBC. Java Database Connectivity is an application programming interface from Sun Microsystem that is used by the Java applications to interact with the relational databases from different vendors. It enables Java programs to execute SQL queries and update records and retrieve data from databases. JDBC and database drivers work in tandem to access spreadsheets and databases. Design of JDBC defines the components of JDBC which is used for connecting to the database. JDBC acts as a bridge between a Java application and a database. It provides a set of interfaces and classes in the java.sql and javax.sql packages which developer use to establish to connection, execute SQL statements and process the results. Whereas components of JDBC has four major components that are for interaction used for interaction with the database. JDBC API, JDBC test suite, JDBC driver manager, JDBC ODBC bridge driver. JDBC API provides various interfaces and methods to establish easy connection with different databases. It includes interfaces and methods to perform operations like inserting, updating, and retrieving data. The main packages used in JDBC API is java.sql.star, basic JDBC operations for javax.sql.star, advanced JDBC features like connection pooling. JDBC API provides tool to connect Java programming programs to databases. JDBC test suite facilitates the programmer to test the various operations such as deletion, updation, insertion that are being executed by the JDBC drivers. It ensures that different database drivers function properly. JDBC driver manager loads the database specific driver into an application in order to establish the connection with the database. The JDBC driver manager is also used to make the database specific call to the database in order to do the processing of a user request. JD, it loads the database drivers required for connecting Java applications to a specific database. It manages multiple drivers and handle database specific requests. JDBC ODBC bridge drivers are used to connect the database drivers to the database. The bridge does the translation of the JDBC method calls into the ODBC method call. It makes the usage of the sun.jdbc.odbc package that encompasses the native library in order to access the open database connectivity characteristics. It acts as a translator between JDBC and ODBC. The driver converts JDBC method calls into the ODBC method calls, enabling Java program Java to communicate with the database to support ODBC. Mainly it is used the sun.jdbc.odbc package architecture of JDBC. It application it is the Java servlet or an applet that communicates with the data source. The JDBC API it allows the Java programs to perform the execution of the SQL statements and then get the results. A few of the crucial interfaces and classes defined in the JDBC API are the following: drivers, driver manager, statement, connection, callable statement, prepared statement, result set, SQL data. Uh, Driver manager plays a crucial role in the architecture of JDBC. It uses database specific drivers to connect the enterprise applications to various databases. JDBC drivers to interact with the data source with the help of JDBC. One needs a JDBC driver which conveniently interacts with the respective data source. These JDBC application in Java programming language connect through the SQL data drivers. Different types of architectures of JDBC. There are mainly two types of architectures, two-tier and three-tier. The architecture of JDBC consists of two and three tiers model in order to access the given database. Two-tier model. In this model, the application interacts directly with the source of the data. The JDBC drivers establishes the interaction between the data source and the application. When a query is sent by the user to the data source, the reply of those sent queries is sent directly to the user. The source of data can be located on a different mission, and that mission is connected to the user mission following a client server paradigm, where client directly connect with the server and get the results, where the mission which is sending the query is the client mission, and the mission that is sending the result of those queries is acting as the server. To three-tier model. In this model, the queries of the user are being sent to the middle tier services, from where the commands are sent again to the source of database data. The answers to those queries are retrieved to the middle tier, and from there it is again sent to the user. Advantages of this JDBC architecture mean it can read any database. The only condition for it to do so is that all of the drivers be properly installed. It pulls it pulls information from a database and converts it to XML. It does not necessitate the conversion of the content. Software maintenance is centralized with no client settings necessary. Because the driver is built in Java, the JDBC URL or a data source object has all of the information required to establish a connection. It supports queries and sorted procedures completely. The JDBC API contains a data source object that can be used to identify and to a database connect to a database. This improves the code's portability and maintainability. It is a portable and easy to modify. Both synchronous and asynchronous processing is supported. The Java API and the JDBC API work together to make application development simple and cost effective. Modules are supported even if data is housed on various database management systems. Business can continue to use their installed databases and access information Conclusion: JDBC is essential for database connectivity in Java application. The architecture consists of the JDBC API, driver manager, drivers, and database. Choose the right JDBC driver based on application requirements. For complex applications, consider using ORM frameworks like Hibernate. Thank you.